Hello, beautiful people. This is Christin Peeples coming to you with bossupcultureorg. I hope you're doing wonderful today. I am. I'm so blessed and so happy to be alive, and I wish the same for you. I wanted to touch base with you with regards to the topic of stress today because it affects everyone in their life at some point. And I want to help you to be able to navigate through those stressful situations and times. So, to get started with some of the tips and all the fun things I have planned for you today, I decided to go ahead and light my incense. Incense is a way that I found that I can relax and unwind. And the scent that I chose today was patchouli because patchouli is very relaxing. It helps for me at least to calm my nerves and my anxiety and just kind of soothes me. It soothes my mind, it soothes my soul, and just helps me throughout the creative process because I'm a very creative person and so many thoughts run through my mind at one time and I want to get them all out at once, and this just kind of helps slow things down for me. So get you some patchouli incense and you'll see what I'm talking about. So I wanted to also give you another one of my tools for relaxation and aiding in stress management, which are these amazing affirmation cards from Louisehay. I love her. I love her books. I love her audios. And I also swear by her affirmation cards. So I wanted to kind of start and kick off our event today with a reading from one of her affirmation cards. And this one says, I cross all bridges with joy and ease. The old unfolds into wonderful new experiences. My life gets better all the time. I say out to every negative thought that comes to my mind. No person, place, or thing has any power over me, for I am the only thinker in my mind. I create my own reality and everyone in it. Is that not amazing or not? And that's what we have to keep in mind, you guys. When we're stressed out, it's typically the lies that we're telling ourselves. And stress is rooted in fear. And once we realize that that is the first key in succeeding in fighting, or should I say overcoming, any stressful situation or moment we have in life. And fear is false. It's false evidence appearing real. And fear is a choice. You can either choose to live in fear or not. Again, fear is fictitious, something that's made up. When I look at fear, and this is something that I lived with when I was going through the whole ordeal of being bullied at work, was every day in the back of my head, I was thinking, what are they going to do to me today? Are they going to pull me in a conference room and tell me all these horrible things? Been there, done that. They've told me horrible things about myself. Or am I going to get fired today? Are they going to make up a reason to fire me? Or what's going to happen with my finances? What's going to happen with my family? See, these are the stories we tell ourselves when we are in stressful situations. And it doesn't help us one bit. All it does is create more of the same. You guys, we create what we think about. The more we think about things, the closer and closer we get to that we think about. When you hear about people saying, oh, I'm not giving that any energy, it may be a saying, but there's truth to that. And you have to ask yourself, what is my truth? Am I telling myself this story that these things are going to happen to me? These things might happen to me. And you're getting yourself all worked up. Your blood pressure is going through the roof. You're going home and you're drinking every night or smoking every night. And you're just running these scenarios through your head over and over and over again, only for them not to happen. Because you can choose for them not to happen. You can choose to say, you know what? Just like that affirmation card just said, out. I cancel that negative thought. I transmute that negative thought. I am flipping the switch. People, just like when you're driving in your car and you're listening to a song and you're loving it, and then another song comes on after that and you say, you know what? Oh, I'm not feeling this song. Change the channel. You have to learn to change the channel in your mind. You have to learn to change the channel in your feelings, because your feelings is what fuels your reality. So remember, you have a choice. You can choose to live that lie of negativity, or you can choose to create the opposite of what it is that you truly want. When I used to talk to some friends and family about my way of thinking, they would laugh at me and say, oh, you and your wishful thinking. And this was after I went through all the negativity, because I had enough, people. I had enough of thinking negatively. And when I look back, when I was thinking negative, I was in the negative thick of it. Everything negative that you could possibly think of happened to me because of my thinking, because of the lies I told myself. So I want you guys to learn to flip the script. See, you have this video, you have me telling you that anything that you attract from this point forward after watching this video is on you, because you have a choice. You have a choice to live abundantly. What are you preparing for? You know how you get ready to go on a trip and you pack your nicest clothes and you're going on vacation and you're visualizing the food that you're going to eat. You're visualizing all of the attractions you're going to visit. You're visualizing yourself smiling and laughing. You need to learn to visualize yourself on vacation every day. Prepare like you would prepare for that trip. Prepare your life the same way. Pack in abundance every day. Pack your abundance, pack your happiness, pack your optimism. I don't care how crazy it sounds. If you feel like you have it in you to be the president of the United States, if you're walking around and you feel like you can do that, then you have that in you. It's all in what you tell yourself. It's all in the story you write for yourself. And it all begins in here. And this is where stress begins. And I'm telling you that you can navigate away from stress by simply changing your thinking. Now, is it easy? No. It took me a while to create a habit of thinking positively. But now the second a negative thought comes in my head, actually, let me back up. In the morning, when I wake up, I set the intention that I'm going to have an amazing day. I set the intention that my positive thoughts will outweigh my negative thoughts, that my positive thoughts win, and that I will meet amazing people throughout my day, that I will create a magical day. And as crazy as that sounds, ever since I've been saying I am going to create a magical day, my days have been magical. My kids and my husband can tell you I walk around this house smiling and laughing. Even though we are in the thick of a COVID-19 pandemic, I find a reason to smile because I find time for myself and I think about the things that I'm grateful for. I think about things like my health. I think about things as simple as me being able to catch my breath because and be able to breathe, because some people can't even breathe right now, you know? So I want you to hone in and be successful in being bigger than stress. Stress can shut down your whole immune system. You don't believe me? Start thinking negatively enough and then wonder why you're always at the doctor. Because that was me. I'm telling you this from experience, people. I lived in the doctors because I always, at one point in my life, at my lowest point in my life, I was thinking negative thoughts constantly. And that's when my blood pressure, I was diagnosed with high blood pressure. I was overweight. I hated myself at the time because of my health issues. I was sluggish. Everything felt like it took so much effort. And it just was, my skin was out of control. I was having these breakouts and I was having these itching patches. Everything imaginable that could seemingly go wrong was going wrong because of my thoughts. And then when I changed them, weight fell off, blood pressure back to normal. And all that was all because I chose to think positive thoughts. You guys, we have the medicine to treat ourselves. And we by divine right have the right to live an abundant life. So I want to know, What are you getting prepared for? What are you packing for? What is your day packing for? What are you telling yourself every day? Are you taking the time when you're eating your food and saying, are you just wolfing it down? Or are you saying, oh my goodness, this is so amazing. I'm so thankful that I'm able to eat this right now. I'm so grateful that I have the money to purchase this food and enjoy it with my family or my friends or whoever you're eating it with. You know, even if you're just sitting down with your loved one watching a movie, eating popcorn, you know, I'm so grateful that I'm sitting here and I'm enjoying someone that I love and spending time with them watching a movie that I enjoy watching. I want you guys to know that you have that choice. Get a gratitude list. I have a gratitude jar. I have a gratitude list. You guys, I'm all about positivity and I want to share that with you. I wish that we could walk around a planet full of positive people because in reality we can, but we all have to change our thinking. We have to change our thinking, first of all, on how we feel and think about ourselves. So I want you to do an exercise with me. I actually, I'm big on tools. I'm big on relaxation tools. I'm big on tools and changing my life and transforming my life. And like I said, I'm big on books. And this book right here, this book is, and I hope I'm pronouncing this right, it's called The Book of Ikigai. It's the Discover the Japanese Secret to a Long and Happy Life in Just 12 Weeks. You guys, this book is amazing. So I'm going to give you a sneak peek and I want you to try it out. And if you like this activity, get this book yourself. I'll have the link in my description below, in the box below. So this one, what I like about this book is that it has you do activities. Not only do you read the lesson, but it actually has you gives you an activity to apply the lesson that you just learned. So this one, and this is a question that I actually want you to ask yourself. If I died today, did I live an abundant life? If I died today, what I'm stressed out about, is it even worth it in the scheme of things? Ask yourself that. Every time you get stressed out, and as big as that issue may be, ask yourself, gosh, if I did not have another day, would this, in the scheme of things, matter? You need to start asking yourself that question, that simple question. So with that, there's another question in this book. It says, what would you like to do before you die? Why not start doing it today? Again, that goes back to setting your intentions for the day and what you plan on doing to make yourself happy. So the tips given is take your notebook and a pen. Number 1. Number 2, make a list of everything you'd like to have done by the time you die. And number 3, prioritize the items within 3 levels of urgency. Level 1 is as soon as possible. 2 is a bit later. 3, it can wait a little bit longer. Take your list of urgent ones and make a date in less than 3 months to have it done. For example, do a parachute jump next Sunday, visit another city on the last weekend of the month, and so on. Try to program at least one activity this week. The earlier, the better. For what is not feasible in the next 3 months, for reasons of budget and or organization, find a way to plan a reality and make it a reality nevertheless. You guys, this book is amazing. It actually gets you out of yourself and gets you out of your head, and it actually helps you put your goals and aspirations into action. And that is the key to an enjoyable life. Get out of here and start living it. Set the intention tomorrow, or better yet, set the intention for the rest of the day, to enjoy the rest of the day, to think positive thoughts, to not allow negative thoughts to take over. You may have a negative conversation on the phone with someone. Let that go. Say, okay, you know what? That didn't go well. Oh, well, I'll talk to them, I don't know, tomorrow, next week. I'm going to move on and go cook something that I want to cook to eat tonight, or I'm going to go for a walk. I am not going to allow this situation or this conversation to bring me down. I'm going to watch what I want to watch on TV. If I feel like I need an extra uplifting, I'm going to turn my favorite song on the radio and dance to it like there's no tomorrow. Whatever it is that makes you happy, guys, do it, because tomorrow's not promised. So I hope this information helped you. And as you know, Boss Up Culture, that's what we're all about, is making life work for everyone. And I know that my nonprofit organization is all about bringing awareness to prevent and eradicate workplace bullying, but it's also in living a fulfilled and happy life, because that is what I found after I was able to get out of the situation that made me miserable, which was being bullied at work. So this is all about being an alchemist. Being an alchemist means turning lemons into lemonade. So if you got lemons right now, if you got cranberries right now, if you got eggs right now, scramble it up and make some scrambled eggs. Make life delicious. It's up to you. You have the choice. Hey, visit me at www.bossupculture.org. Again, www.bossupculture.org. I hope, again, this information was helpful to you. I'll be back with more tips on how to navigate and live an abundant and lavish and happy life. Love you. Talk to you soon. Bye.